wanted to talk about sleep paralysis. Sleep paralysis is just a condition, correct? Just some kind of sleep disorder. Perhaps you all read the same book or heard the same story at a party. Except sleep paralysis has been going on for years, hundreds of years. Many of the symptoms are quite similar. The first frightening thing is you awaken from sleep and you're unable to move. You're not sure exactly why you're not able to move. Someone imprisoned you, or you're dying, but you're not able to move. Now, people that have had it multiple times learn they can look around, usually with their eyes. They scan their room, looking as far to the right as they can, and as far to the left as you can happen to see in your room. But then there's a feeling that comes along that you're just not alone. It's strange, you can't explain it. You locked all the doors, right? You closed all the windows, but you don't feel like you're alone. And many times it begins that you can hear something. You can hear something like footsteps or shuffling. They're outside of your room, they're in the hallway, but this movement, this shuffling is coming toward you. But you closed all the doors, right? There's no chance anyone could get in, right? Yet this sound is moving toward you, closer and closer. And then sometimes it appears maybe just a hand in the doorway. Except it's a dark hand. You can't see a skin color like normal, it's dark. Even if your room is dark, it's darker than dark. And if you've never seen anything like that, you can't believe the chill that goes down your body. I've seen a darker than dark creature, and it extends chills totally through your entire body. And now, despite everything that you learned all of your life, you're beginning to wonder if ghosts are real. In fact, you're beginning to believe. You know for sure they're real because you can see that black hand. And sometimes you see the whole body of their shadow, the dark shadow. Sometimes that shadow is sneaky, it will disappear down below where your eyes can see. And then they'll begin crawling toward you. Just crawl toward you slowly. You hear this shuffling, this crawling, this groaning. It's coming. You can't move. Your eyes move. You can hear it, but you can't move. You can't defend yourself. You can't run and hide because you'd like to. You'd like to find that light switch and make your room so bright, so very freaking bright. Many times during this, people find they can't breathe very well. Well, there's something dark and mysterious crawling toward you, making strange sounds, shuffling, crawling, scraping toward you. Is that any wonder? And then while you're laying there paralyzed, it gets real, very real. Because this thing that you got a fleeting glimpse of appears slowly from the floor beside your bed. Many times it's an old, wrinkly, hag-like woman. This old, wrinkly, hag-like woman. It's amazing, but people that had this sleep problem years and years ago, they saw the same kind of woman. But it's just a sleep condition, right? Now this being is up where it can look at you. It can look you in the eyes. It looks you in the eyes and it begins to crawl up on the bed. That's right, you can't move, but it's crawling on the bed. You can feel the bed give way. You can hear the sound of this creature's body crawling up in the bed. It's mostly dark, but old-looking creature. The skin and hands are dark. The face that you can barely make it out is like an old, wrinkly woman. Now this woman, she's not just on your bed. She's on top of you. She's on top of you and you can't seem to breathe very well. Why is this thing standing on me? Why? You have to wonder, what did you do to deserve this? Why is this thing standing on me? And if you're lucky, this is when, with all of your strength, you can muster out a scream. A scream that wakes you and brings things back to normal. And of course everyone will say it's just a dream, but how could many people over hundreds of years have the same dream? What if these other people were somewhat as capable of having an out-of-body experience? And what if you didn't know it, but perhaps you were almost on the edge of being able to leave your body, having your essence your soul, your magnetism, leave your body and travel to some other dimension, some other universe. And what if that's the reason that you can now see this creature that people have seen for hundreds of years? Of course, it's just a sleep problem. Different cultures have different explanations for this strange phenomena. Canadians attribute this to spells of shamans. The Japanese folklore says it's a vengeful spirit. A spirit that will suffocate its enemies in their sleep. Brazilian folklore, this demon has a name. It's Piscideria. Piscideria. It's Portuguese for she who steps. She's an old demon, long fingernails. She will lurk in the darkness at night, and then, when it's unexpected, will walk on the chest of victims. The victims happen to be sleeping belly up. If you ask some experts, is this real? And they'll answer you, sort of. The paralysis is real. It's called sleep paralysis. And of course they'll tell you that the demon's not possibly real. There's no such thing, right? That's why a person that experienced this related that they couldn't do anything. They tried to move, but their muscles wouldn't obey. They couldn't get up. They couldn't turn their head. They couldn't see what was going on. They could only lie there and do nothing as this strange thing moved around the room. The strange thing is this may last from just a few seconds to several minutes. It's really hard to say when you're in this condition. Some of the experts believe that this is related to a transition from the REM sleep to a non-REM state. But it's something, technically, a lot of the experts feel that this is some kind of a glitch in your normal sleep cycle, your sleep-wake cycle. Your mind drifts into waking states while your body, your muscles are still in a sleep-induced state of paralysis. Most of the experts feel this is not at all harmful. It can scare the hell out of you, but it's not actually dangerous. So if you're experiencing sleep paralysis, you're not alone. Try not to sleep on your back, and goodness sake, don't be afraid to talk to your doctor about it. Anyway, enough on sleep paralysis. Thank you so much for listening. Please like, subscribe, share with like-minded friends. If you've experienced any of this, please leave a comment. Thanks again. Back later.